Hey guys, this is Reed on behalf of LNR DBSCG. I'm back with another deck profile for Blue Future Trunks. And I really wanted to play this deck, and I really have enjoyed testing. Both me and Laura have gotten a chance to play it, and it's been a lot of fun. I definitely think there are better blue decks out there than Trunks, but Trunks is definitely a good pickup deck if you're just looking for something to play or getting into the game. Examples of better leaders would be like God Goku from the Realm of God set, and then Ramp Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 are both better blue decks, but I think Trunks is perfectly fine if you're looking for that mid-rangey blue deck. He's very interesting in the way that his permanent allows him to not be crit on your opponent's turn, so if you get swung into, you can pick up that life, reveal it, and add it to your hand. Occasionally there are cards that'll let you play it if it's revealed, or let you put in your energy, so he kind of gets like a little baby ramp effect going off, and that can be really useful and really nice. He has an auto where when you swing, you search top 5, pull up a Saiyan or Earthling card, mono blue, the energy cost of 4 or less, and add it to your hand. In testing, I haven't really liked the search, and it hasn't really done a lot for me, but still good just to find any missing pieces you might be looking for or anything like that. And then he has an interesting awakening, which all of the starter deck, I believe all of the starter deck leaders have this same awakening, but when a player's life is at 4 or less, so that's you or your opponent, that's actually unique to him, or either player has 3 or more Z energy, he's a draw 1, untap 1 leader, and then you flip him over. He has the same permanent once he flips over, and then he has the auto where when he swings you draw 1 card, so no more searching, you just draw the next card on your deck. And then he has an auto where you untap 1 energy at the end of your turn, and that's super interesting as well and super useful, because not only does he untap an energy, but the unison we run on this deck also untaps an energy at her turn at the end of your turn, so you're guaranteed to get 2 energy back every single turn. And then he has this last activate main where if you tap 2 energy, you can draw 1 card, bottom deck an opponent's battle card, and if you have a blue Z battle card with a specified cost of 5 in play, he gains plus 10k and double strike for the turn. That rarely comes up because we usually don't play the 5-drop Z battle card, but still nice utility to have if you need to swing or need to go aggro towards the end of a game. So getting into the Z deck here, pretty standard. We have the 1-drop Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. I think every deck is running this card. He's a self-awakener. He helps you draw a few cards, just really nice to have. We have Mai as well, another standard in the Future Trunks deck. And then if you have a Future Trunks card in your Z energy, she actually gains plus 10k for the turn, so she can be another aggro piece if you need like an early board or anything like that. Run the Super Saiyan Son Goku Awakened Onslaught, just another really good card. He can gain crit on a discard, so he can kind of put some extra pressure, an extra body on the board if you need it. The Broken Ass Cell Awaken, and this card doesn't really need to be explained all that much, just ridiculous value. Deflect crit, can eat a card 5 or less, and then if you discard a card from him, he can actually restand. And if you discard multiple cards from under him, he gains triple strike for the battle, or for the turn. So this card is extremely good, really, really high value. And then the 5-drop Z battle card I was talking about is the Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. I personally don't like this card. I think it's a gimmicky card, and it's a gotcha card where you see like all those pretty little keywords on there, but then you play him and you're like, oh, he doesn't really do a lot, and he's also really fucking expensive. So while he is really good, I typically try to stay away from this card, and in this deck you have better options to play than him, but he's still really good, and also he's really pretty, so he's got that going for him. So if we're getting into the main deck here, we run 4 of the Super Saiyan Blue Son Goku, Hope of the Future. He has the permanent where if during your opponent's turn, if he would be revealed from your life and added to your hand, you can actually play him, and when he's played, you draw 1 card. He also has an auto where if you tap 1 blue energy, and if you combo him, if you combo him, you can add 1 of your energy to your hand, and if you do, you can add 1 card from your hand to your energy. So a really nice way to get a lot of your energy pieces back and then put 1 down. So if you charge something you didn't mean to, you can get that back. So run 4 of that. We run 3 of the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta 3-drop. This is your ramp piece, so during your opponent's turn, same permanent as the Goku before it. During your opponent's turn, if he's revealed from your hand or from your life and added to your hand, you can actually add him to your energy in rest mode, and if you do so, you draw 1 card, and he stays there until the end of your next turn. So nice little ramp piece. We also run 4 of the Super Saiyan Blue Son Goku. He does the same thing as the Vegeta, same permanent, and he's your ramp piece as well, and if you do put him in your energy, you draw 1 card. The Goku package and the Vegeta package also lead into the Vegito package, where you can actually Union Potara these guys from your energy, which is super useful because Union Potara sucks. So being able to play from energy is really good. He has Deflect and Barrier, so he's really hard to get rid of. And off of that, you're going to want to play, pretty much the whole reason you're playing the deck is to play the Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, and we'll put the pretty foil on top here. But for 4 energy, you can play him over the 5-drop, and he has Deflect, Triple Strike, Barrier, and when he swings, your opponent has to discard 2 cards. So, and I mean, it's just really strong, and it's when he's played too. So he comes into play, this auto is not once per turn, your opponent discards 2 cards, he swings, the opponent discards another 2 cards. Just ridiculous value, really, really strong card, game ender, boss monster, everything you could ask for. And we also run 2 of the Super Saiyan 2 Trunks for a Brighter Future. Solid card where he does have unique, so you only have 1 in your battle area at a time, but he has a permanent where if you have a Unison card in play, you reduce his cost by 2, so he becomes a 2 cost as opposed to a 4 cost. He has an Activate Battle where for 2 energy, he can gain Triple Strike for the battle, and then also at the end of your opponent's turn, he draws 1 card. So just kind of another little extension of your leader where you get to draw an extra card. Standard Mirachim, your Double Strike Barrier, he sticks around for a while. Barrier really helps out a lot. He has the Activate main where once per turn, if your opponent reveals the top card of their deck and it's a battle card, he gains dual attack. So just really strong, really good, can aggro for game, just a really solid option. And he essentially is a 2 cost on the Awaken side, and if you have your Unison out, because you're getting 2 energy back, so tapping 4 for him really doesn't hurt that bad. We have a few one-ofs here. We have Super Saiyan Son Goku Calamity Challenger, Deflect Blocker. You can play him out turn 3. He's also a cantrip, so he draws 1 card on play. We have Turning the Tide for 7 energy. This deck doesn't normally get to 7 energy very quickly, and most games end before that, but definitely Turning the Tide is still a really strong card. And then Kale is basically a pocket secret rare, where if you play her and you have 7 energy, she gains dual attack and barrier on top of the double strike that she already has. So just ridiculous value, really good card. Speaking of secret rares, the secret rare we're running is the Radiant Saiyans combo piece, free super combo, and if you, at the end of a battle when you combo them, tap 2 energy, you can either play them from the drop area, or if you don't, you can actually bottom deck. So you can bottom deck your opponent's card. So she's a board wipe, or they're a board wipe as well, but typically you want to play them and go ahead and aggro for the double strike crit. So just really good value there as well. Really cheap option. The Unison we're running is the Supreme Kai Unison. She's very basic, where she +1s, you add 1 card from your life to your hand, and then put 1 card from your hand down to your life. And then if you do that, that's where the untap energy comes from. And she's also a free 15k body, so really strong. I would say with the upcoming set, with all the Unison hate that's in that, and with Shenron having a lot of Unison hate as well, I think every 2-drop Unison gets worse, but this deck really needs this Unison to function and to really do what it wants to do. So I still think it has a good place, at least in this deck. The other Unison and a one-of we run is the Majin Buu Unison. Not really going to go too far into this, just a really strong, really powerful, double strike blocker. Gets around Deflect and by having the -1 where you can bottom deck an attacking card. So just really strong. Gets to draw a card and also untap an energy, at the end of your turn. Just really, really powerful all around. Going into some negates we have here, we have Super Saiyan Son Goku, Deflect, Unique, Triple Strike Barrier, has all the keyword skills you would ever need, reduces his own cost up to 3 based on your opponent's energy. So by turn 3, this guy's a 3-drop, and he's always a 3-drop. One thing to keep in mind is you always have to have 3 for him, because he has the 3 specified cost, but your opponent can't swing at leader cards and battle cards without getting through him first. So they have to deal with him first, and then they have to deal with everything else. So really strong card. Very underrated. Heroic Prospect, the typical blue negate. If you have a Unison card in play, he's a 1-drop, and if they swing with anything higher than their current energy, they have to discard 2 cards every time. So really strong, really good. It's gotten worse over time, but it's still, any Unison negate or any kind of a 1-cost negate that can make your opponent, or any kind of floodgate that can stop your opponent from swinging, is really, really strong. For thematic reasons as well as just needing just a really good counter. You have the Unison counter, the God Sealing Trunks. It just shoots anything back to hand that doesn't have deflect. So really strong card, really powerful. It's gotten worse over time, but still absolutely necessary in any blue deck. And 3s felt very good. I thought about 2, but 3 is just fine. The Super Saiyan Vegeta counter. This card should have never been printed. This is broken as shit. I don't know what they were thinking. He's a dual attack counter. He doesn't negate the counter, but if he gets played, you can bottom deck 2 of your opponent's cards, and then they have to deal with the 20k dual attack on their next turn if they don't deal with him there. So just really, really strong altogether, and really, really strong dealing with people that want to play blocker negates, or if they want to free play any negates. Just really, really strong for that. A lot of punishment. Kind of wrapping up here, we've got 2 Dirty Bursts. Dirty Burst you absolutely need in this meta. There's just too many big bodies that are swinging way too early. You have the Gogeta 8 drops, the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta 8 drop that any red deck can run, red or black deck. So you really need this to shut things down. Tap 2 energy, they can't swing with anything 7 or more. So it can be a game changer if you see it. Standard blue stuff running 4 Dimension Magic, excuse me, I snuck the blocker negate in there, but it'd be 3 Dimension Magic. 3 Dimension Magic. I don't want to run 4 because it feels really clunky, and we've got a few other negates in here that I feel like 4 is not necessary, but D-Magic is D-Magic. It's been good since it came out, and it will continue to be good forever, so just a really good blue negate. Standard blocker negate, which I run 3 of. I really thought about cutting this down to 2, but 3s felt fine. You know, you got your free blocker, and if you need to tap 2 for it, you can absolutely do that as well. You're guaranteed to get 2 energy back every turn, so, you know, it's not bad to have to pay for it if you have to. 2 Bean. Bean got eroded recently to be on your defensive turn only, so definitely not going to run 4 anymore, but still a really powerful card and absolutely comes up when you need it the most, so Bean is still really effective. And then the super combo of choice, which we're wrapping up the deck here, is the Zeno super combo. Zeno's just there to help you pick up energy that you didn't mean to charge, and so it's just really useful for that. And also you get to use it by the time you're at 5 life. So while most people are waiting for their super combos by 4 life, you do get it, you know, 1 extra life ahead. But it's really nice just for picking up key pieces that you didn't mean to charge. So you shouldn't really be too scared to charge cards in this deck, and so Zeno really helps with that. And then finally, the obligatory Champa. You need the double strike. You need to start swinging for game. You know, pushing hard on your opponent. Champa's there for you. And that is about it. I mean, in testing, like I said, this deck seemed really good. It seems, you know, like a fine blue mid-rangey deck. Really good starter deck to pick up if you want something kind of interesting to play. I don't think it's brain dead, but I don't think it takes a genius to play it either. But there are definitely better blue decks out there, but Trunks definitely can hold his own. And that's really about it. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.